Hello everyone and welcome to another Female FriYay where you can't be, we can't see. Today we're going back to the Belgian BARA because we have the delightful Barbara Breebart with us. How are you doing today, Barbara?
Hi, Becky. I'm fine. Thank you. How are yourself?
Yeah, it's good. It's quite cold here. I imagine it's quite cold in Belgium too.
Yeah, it is the weather is not so nice today, but
You're at work, so there could be worse things. Right, we're going to start with a simple question. Barbara, what's your name? Where do you come from originally and where do you currently work?
I'm Barbara Breebaart. I work at the University Hospital of Antwerp, which is in Belgium. I come from the Netherlands, and I went to Belgium to study medicine. And I met a Belgian guy, and well, here I still am.
He never
So
went back. I love
no,
it.
I
The
did not.
things we do for love.
Yeah.
So tell me, what attracted you to regional anesthesia?
Well, actually, it all started with the thesis we had to do for graduating in medicine. We had to pick a topic, and I thought there was a topic spinal anesthesia, and I thought, well, it looks nice. And then I met Professor Verkouteren, and this led to some research, which led to doing anesthesia, which led to a PhD, which led to regional. So it all started with making a simple choice of something I didn't really know what it was, but in the end, well, I'm so glad that this happened because he also introduced me to a lot of Ezra people, and from one thing led to another. So here
Wow,
I
that sounds pretty busy. Um,
am.
what do you think you might do if you weren't an anaesthetist?
Oh, I think I would try to do theater, to be an actor, or to do improvisational theater.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I would love that.
Have you done
Mhm.
any before?
Well, actually, I do improvisational theater once a week.
Okay.
And we're also now using this to teach communication to the students in medical school. So it's an all new world opening up. So it's very nice. Yeah.
Indeed. You're very creative over in Belgium. We've got the other Barbara painting in a shed on a Thursday, and there's you doing improvisational theatre. Oh man, I don't know how people get the time, but it's all good. So, what's your favourite part of your job?
I think my favorite part is if you have an awake patient, you've done your block, you have a click, you can communicate, and you notice that they are satisfied and they have a positive experience of surgery instead of having fear of or having pain or having any negative feelings. I think reframing surgery into something positive for me is the most fun and most interesting thing of my job.
And what's your favourite block? And if you don't have one, you're allowed to tell us your favourite dinosaur.
Oh, I don't know anything about dinosaurs, but my favorite block, I think, is the axillary block.
Okay.
I I like to sit in front of the patient so I can make a conversation, see the face, and I do so many of them that it's also a challenge to do them very quickly and communicate with the patient and have a busy program of hand surgery. Then it's my favorite way of doing this.
Perfect. Right, Barbara, we're going to go on to your 1 minute block break now. I have questions completely unrelated to anesthesia in any way. Are you ready? Your minute's about to start.
I hope so. Curious. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, what's your favorite type of pizza?
Oh, Hawaii.
And what's your most used emoji on your phone?
Oh, a laughing emoji with the tears.
Yeah. Name something that you're really bad at.
Oh, finding my way with a GPS. I always
Okay.
tend to drive the wrong way.
Are you a sweet or a savory person?
Savory.
And an early bird or a night owl?
Oh, both actually. I don't sleep much.
Okay. Do you take out or prefer to dine out?
Oh, dine out, absolutely.
And do you have any guilty pleasures?
Swedish soaps on Netflix. I like
Okay.
the accent.
What's your spirit animal?
Oh, that's a good question. A reindeer.
Okay, and your desert island item?
That would be my running shoes.
Okay. Are you a tent kind of girl or a glamping kind of girl?
Oh, glamping.
And your final question, because I was going to sneak in one more. If you could
Okay.
travel anywhere in the world, cost or time aside, where might you go?
Um, Visit my brother in Sydney.
Oh, nice. It's warm over there at the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
Talking about rubbish weather. So, we're going to go back onto the more serious questions. Tell us a
Mhm.
little bit about your career path and how you've got to be doing what you're currently doing.
Well, as I already said, it started out with my thesis for medicine, and then my professor introduced me in the Ezra, where I met, well, actually the same person that Barbara Versiek met, is which is Geert-Jan van Geffe, and he's actually somebody who takes you under his wings, as she already told you, and he helped me together with Professor Verkouteren to finish my PhD, and introduced me to the world of Ezra BARA, where I then searched for my own path and did some research and joined the BARA and then was invited to Ezra. I think one thing led to another, and opportunities came up and were given to me, for which I was very grateful. Also worked hard, of course. And now I'm specialized in regional in our own hospital, and I'm really like to teach this to our residents as well. So
What did you do your research and your PhD on?
I did it on spinal anesthesia in day case surgery, especially for bladder function.
Wow. And do you think that's been your biggest career achievement, or have you had other things that you're particularly
Um,
proud of?
I don't like to think of that as such. Um, Actually, my biggest achievement is more that now it's more a personal achievement that I'm able to make anesthesia more than just performing blocks. I'm interested in communication. I teach communication for the medical students. Um, I like this psychology thing, patient comfort, and so on. And I now have the opportunity to if I have an idea, to just do it and do research on those things and introduce improvisational theater in medicine. The fact that I can introduce new things and combine other things than only doing anesthesia in my working life is, I think, for myself, the biggest achievement.
And what do you think's been your biggest career struggle?
Um, to find time to do all those things, and having a family with 3 kids growing up, there are not enough hours in the day. So my biggest struggle is to choose between things I like very much,
Indeed.
because you cannot do everything.
No, that's true, especially being a busy mum. What's the best piece of advice you think you've ever been given in your career?
um, Surround yourself with positive people. Don't let any practical issues discourage you, like if you think it's not possible, or negative people who say it's not okay. So just go for it. If you want to do something, go for it, work hard, and take care of yourself.
And have you had any particularly strong female mentors in your career?
um, in my career, we had when I was a trainee, we had 3 women supervisors uh, in a team of men. One of them somehow grew 6 kids while being a trainee, so this was amazing for me anyhow. um, the other one is still the one who I call when an epidural doesn't get in. If she doesn't get in, nobody can. And the third one was the one who was the obstetric anesthetist, and I admired her for her attention for the patients. So career-wise, these are the 3 women. But I think it's more on a personal. I have one female mentor, which is my grandmother, because she always looked at life positively. She turned everything into good things and learned me to look at the good things as well. So
Nice. And what advice would you give women coming up behind you in regional anesthesia?
Um, yeah, take care for yourself. Go for it. Do things you like. Do things you're passionate about. And don't let
Okay,
anybody discourage you.
good advice. And finally, Barbara, our last question. Tell us something about you that we may not know.
Um, okay. Apparently, in improvisational theater, I am a very credible chicken, which I can play. So,
Okay. Of all things, being a credible chicken,
yeah,
and I'm right in saying because I've actually witnessed this. You're a very keen runner, aren't you?
I like to run. When I run, ideas come into my head. It's the moment where creativity takes place. So, yeah, I like to run a lot.
And everyone listening, Barbara is indeed a very good runner, and she looks like something out of Blade Runner when she runs. Because I have witnessed this. Being you were the first lady over the line at the Ezra networking on the run. I wouldn't say it was fun. It was incredibly hot, and I think everyone was a bit
Yeah,
sweaty. But
wasn't it?
she did look absolutely incredible. Well, thank you, Barbara, for joining us, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day.
Well, thank you, Becky, for this nice initiative. I like it very much.
Okay, well, we'll speak to you soon.
Okay.